to Island Hooking. I want to do a little tip for the week. For those of you that do want to fish here in Maui, Hawaii, if you ever get to the fishing spots back here, keep in mind that when we get here, you know, the first thing we do, we kind of check out the area, see if there's big waves or not, you know. And of course, hopefully you done your homework. You went and checked the weather first to see if there, you know, high surf or if there are big waves today. And then just in case you didn't, sometimes we like to go take a chance and just go and, you know, take a sea. And if you happen to have done that, then the first thing you want to do is make sure that check how big the waves really are and if it's fishable or not. And if it is, always remember that in Hawaii, you never turn your back on the waves. And over here, a free wave can come from the back and swipe you and take you into the ocean. And a lot of people have lost their lives here in Hawaii. So, you know, always respect the ocean. Me, whenever I'm plugging or whipping, I'm always keeping one eye on the wave all the time. Never turn my eyes off of them. Always keeping one eye on them, and while I'm still focusing on what I need to do. Because it's easy to lose focus out here, but you still gotta concentrate and make sure you focus on the waves, because the waves can be strong. And always make sure that when you're fishing, you know where the wet areas are and the dry areas. Of course, you know if it's wet, then that's where the waves are hitting. So you kind of want to avoid that area and try to keep in an area away from that wet spot. Also, what I try to do, I try to monitor. If I see the sprays getting closer to me, then I know the waves are getting bigger, or it's probably getting to be high tide. So sometimes it's good to know when the tide's up and when the tide's dropping, so you can kind of know if it's safe to go out further to the point or not. Because again, over here you gotta be real careful. And the next thing you gotta be careful is the wind. Keep track of the wind over here, because the wind in Hawaii can get really strong at times, and it can be dangerous. So what I do is that when I'm out there and the wind's very strong, I try to keep a low center of balance, because if you're standing up straight, the wind can take you right over the edge. And I try to use either one or two hands if possible while climbing down the rocks like that, and make sure you get a good grip before you take that step, and make sure you have good footing, because it's easy to lose your step or slip and then fall and get hurt, especially here on the lava rocks. And it's really sharp. It'll cut right through you like razor blades. So you notice that I got gloves on. I always make sure, because the first thing is going to happen is that if you slip, you're going to try to grab onto the rocks, and that might actually puncture your hand. So be mindful of your surroundings. You know, make sure you always respect the ocean. Whenever I'm down at the area that I'm going to whip or plug, I'm always looking at the area that if I ever fall in, how can I get out? And if I ever get a fish, there you go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yep. Hey. What is the safest way to bring the fish up? Whether if I have to use a gaff, a long gaff, a short gaff, or a slide gaff, or maybe I can just land it with the waves onto the rocks. You gotta figure that out before you start even throwing your poles out. So this way, at least you have a game plan. You just don't want to go out there blindly and then figuring out everything what to do after the fact, and then it's too late. So I hope all these fishing tips helps. Want to make sure that you guys go out there knowing that, you know, it's not just going out there fishing, but there's a lot of planning involved, a lot of thinking involved, and there's a lot of safety involved. So this way, when you guys do decide to come out here and fish, you guys can be that much safer, and this way you guys can have some fun out here, have a great time, and you can get home to your family safe and sound. So with that, check out my videos, and I'll get to you guys with more tips, and hopefully these tips will help you enjoy fishing a lot more. So take it easy. I have to fish now. The tide's going up, so I'll check you guys later on Island Hooking. You guys take care.